Hi, welcome to Seek and You Will Find. Thanks for joining me. I've got a couple of requests already, which I'm really happy about. Thank you for writing your questions in. So I'm going to just go ahead and get started. But first, let me explain. You can write your question in the chat bar, or you can text me if you want more of an anonymous question. If you don't want your name mentioned, you can text me at the 702 number that I wrote on in the chat bar, and I will answer your question in the form of a healing, and I will try to work that healing so that it also can be done for everybody in the sanctuary on the call tonight. So let us get started. I'm going to go ahead and set the energy with a prayer. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity, that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. All right. Now I'm going to start off with a great request that I got about running energy. The question was really about what can you suggest for beginner running energy? Well, I love that question because my women's intuition class this month is on running energy. So I'm actually going to teach you how to run energy this month. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to clean out your energy channels and get the energy running in them. But if you want to know how to do it actually, please join me, I believe on the 22nd of the month. I'll tell you afterwards when we're at the end of class. But so that is my class on running energy. So let me start by clearing out your energy channels right now. I'm going to start with your earth channels, which run in your legs. And you know, the actual question was any suggestions for beginners running energy. So my very first suggestion to you as a beginner is when you run energy, you want to make sure that you're drawing it from a very deep place in the earth, and you want to draw it from right below you and go very deep down for fresh earth energy. And the same with the cosmic energy. You want to go out as far as you can go until you get clean cosmic energy. So right now I'm working on the leg channels. The foot chakras are a little clogged. And everybody's right leg channel is working really well. And then it's so interesting, the left leg channel is not doing as well. I'm going to work on that. Clearing a lot of energy in the joints. Especially in the ankles. So we want that earth energy coming up those leg channels so that it can spin all the minor chakras in the joints. All right, that looks good. I'm going to start at the top of your back channels now and clean them all the way down to the base of your spine, your first chakra. There are what I would call hot spots along the back channels there, where energy kind of gathers at certain chakras. It gathers at the base of the spine at the first chakra, and some of the energy gets a little darker as it gets to the lower chakras. Good. Your back channels are cleared. Now I'm working on the front channels. I notice we don't put as much attention on our front channels. Oftentimes when I'm reading people or looking at their space, their back channels are running really well, but the front channels aren't doing so great. When those front channels aren't running, you don't get the front part of your chakras cleaned out. And so that's why it's really important to make sure you run the energy down that whole loop, down and back up again. And then there is actually quite a bit of energy in the creative channels, which are in the arms. They start at the fifth chakra and they go across the shoulders and then down the arms and out the hand chakras. And they're a little clogged. That right one opened up, probably because most of you are right-handed. So I'm making a wild assumption, but I noticed that the energy on the right side of the body is flowing better than on the left side of the body. Okay, the energy channels are cleared now. They're flowing. I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun. Excellent. Thank you for that question. That was good. All right, next. This is an interesting question. I don't know what the answer is yet. Question for tonight. What can we do as individuals to undo years of programming by an unhealthy person in our life? So how do you deal with an unhealthy person in your life? I have to talk to Supreme Being about this for a moment. If you'll just give me one moment. Mostly what Supreme Being is showing me has to do with giving that person their energy back. I was shown that there was a lot of that person's energy throughout the family and shown what color that energy is. So I can, for you in this particular question, work on the family. In general, for everybody else, the communication I got had to do with, as I was saying, giving their energy back, getting it out of your space and giving it back to them. But I'll tell you something very important about giving somebody their energy back. You always want to give it back to them neutrally. Neutrally. You don't want to hurl energy at somebody, because whatever you throw goes around the world and comes back to you 10 times stronger. So if you're going to throw anger, it's going to come back to you 10 times stronger. So when you return energy to somebody, you're going to put it in a symbol, like to use the rose, and you put their energy in it, and you neutrally just tell the rose to go back to who it belongs to, and let them take their energy back however they want. All right, let me do a healing on this right now. In your particular family, it, as you said, it is years of programming. So there's quite a lot of white energy in every family member. I'm clearing it, but there is quite a bit of it, obviously, because of all the years. But I'll tell you what's great is that there is a group agreement amongst you to get rid of it. So as I show everybody that energy, it's coming out pretty darn quickly. So in general, the person that you're talking about, or that the question was really about, does not know their space. They have absolutely no idea of what their boundaries are. And so my 2 cents or 6 cents to you would be, what's really important for everybody else in the family is really working on grounding their auras and keeping them about 2 to 3 feet from the edge of the body. That just helps ensure that a lot of other foreign energy isn't floating around and passing through your aura. But it's going to be really important for everybody in the family to have very defined boundaries. I'm going to go ahead and fill all of you up with gold. Okay. There you go. Thank you for asking that. That was a good question. I don't really know how to give everybody in the group a healing on that because it was so specific, but thank you for the question. That was good. All right, let me go to the chat bar. Oh, assistance for manipulation energy. Yes, assistance in the form of a healing. Absolutely. The energy of manipulation, as I see it right now in present time, in everybody's space, is kind of a mottled gray, salt and pepper, white energy. And it's an energy that's very wearing, is what I see. Like everybody looks worn down from the I can hardly say it, the manipulation energy. So let me clear this. To the person that asked this question, what I'm doing is taking a white being out of your crown chakra up here. There was a being that was part of that manipulation. To everybody else in the group, I'm clearing manipulation energy. Yeah, this was a really good request. Everybody has some manipulation energy in their space. And as I started clearing that salt and peppery colored energy, it's actually getting darker the more I clear. So just give me another minute here. Let me clear some of this darker energy. Beings, beings, beings. It's all about beings when it comes to manipulation. So I'm cleaning, clearing and cleaning some white transmedium energy in the crown chakra from all the beings. Okay. Good. All right. I'm going to fill that in with gold. You know, to be honest, there was still a little bit of that energy left. I'm just being honest, there was a lot of it in everybody's space. So something to maybe make a mental note, put in the back of your mind for your next meditation to maybe clear some more of that manipulation energy. It's manipulation energy is like a programming. Okay. Okay. I have a request for eye pain and blurry vision along with headaches. And yes, I would like to work on that. There's a little bit of black energy in the eyeballs that's coming out. More at the back of the eyeballs. And to the person that asked me this question, there seems to be like a lot of stress on the blood vessels in the eyes. So I'm grounding that. You know, one of the things that it looks like to me, and I'm just saying, the person that asked this question, to me, it looks like you're extremely dehydrated, which could have something to do with the headaches. Because when I look, I also, it looks to me when I look at your eyeballs that they look dehydrated. So dehydrated that it made me need to take a drink of water. Good. Now you're bringing in some beautiful yellow gold into the eyes. Now, for everyone, what I'm going to do now is clean out the center of the head and clear any beings or any junky junk that's in the center of your head to help the requester with their headaches. But everybody's going to get the healing. Everybody's got a couple of beings in their head. I look in the back of the head and I see like little sets of white eyes. There is so much noise in your head from other people. So that's the next thing I'm going to clear is other people's noise. Like other people chattering, talking to you, yelling. It's just very noisy in there. And I just want to remind you that that's what meditation is for, is to calm down the body and to quiet down the mind. Oh, that's nice. A really nice, smooth, peachy gold is coming into the center of the head now. Very nice. Did I get all of that? Blurry vision, headaches, yes. Okay. Let me fill you in with gold. Okay. Thank you for that question. That was good. All right, now I'm going to check here. Okay. Can you please help to clean out any energy that's in the way of me living my purpose now? I love that. Yes, I will do that for everyone. It's a great question. The very first energy that comes up is doubt about yourself, and also doubt in the communication space with Supreme Being. So I'm going to start there. To the person that asked this question, Supreme Being is giving you a healing on knowing thyself. The more I clear, the more creative energy gets generated. It's really cool. Everything is kind of smooth now. It just, the energy is very smooth and fine, and it cleared a lot of invalidation, and also a lot of fear about looking into the future, or looking at the future. Supreme Being was also saying the more clarity you have in your aura, the easier it is to recognize your purpose. And your aura is like really clear right now. It's got like I can see from edge to edge, and a very bright yellow gold is coming in. Okay. Thank you for that question. All right. Okay. Help clearing out what is between me and a new job. Very good. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of water. Okay. Three people. There are three people that are between you and your job, and I'm going to ground them and move them out of the way. Good. They're moving. That's good. We want them out of there. Yeah, now it's starting to look more like your mock-up. Whoever those three people were had changed the energy from your original mock-up. So now it's getting reset back to what you wanted. And I see that as a bright yellow gold. The other thing too that I want to do for you is get your certainty running in your crown chakra so that it turns into confidence in the body. You have a fear in your crown chakra, and I want to clear that out and replace it with certainty. There you go. And once you get that certainty going in that crown chakra, it'll just flow down your back channels and you'll get a little of it into each of your chakras. All right, I'm going to fill you in with gold, and then I'm just going to do a generic healing for everybody in their job space. Just give that, just punch it up a little. Well, I am really glad I'm doing this because what I'm finding is there's so much invalidation in your job space. Everybody feels undervalued, overworked, unappreciated. There is a lot of junky junk in this space. So let me do a little healing here. There are all kinds of different energies of invalidation leaving. It's kind of like watching a bunch of dark, different shades of brown release. But the good news is it's releasing. And then I'm just clearing some energy of, there's a big difference between, at least what I'm looking at, kind of like what a boss's picture is. And this is what I'm looking at. There's a difference between your boss's picture of what your job is and what your picture of your job is. So there's a little bit of a disconnect as to what your job is supposed to entail. Okay. That's some pretty thick energy. So I'm going to suggest again, some of you might want to take a rose into your meditation space and ground your job or your workspace, because believe me, there was lots more that could be worked on. I got a nice clump of it out, and I'm going to fill it in with gold, but that is another space that you might want to look into on your own. Okay, let me check my phone. Okay. I'm going to do a healing. This is kind of related because I was just doing the one on the job, but got a request for somebody to do a healing on ageism in the workplace. So that's right in line with what we were just working on. In this particular case, the person that requested this, really, you can get past this, the issue with ageism, by doing a mock-up and not letting that be a part of the mock-up, if that makes sense. So that when you go to mock up the job, you put something in the mock-up speaking to your age not being an issue, and you put that in the mock-up. And really what I'm doing is just helping you clear a lot of the judgment that has been sitting in your space about that. And that's kind of a crunchy red-brown energy that's coming out. Good. I really think the more you can get that energy out and be neutral, that's not going to be an issue. The ageism is not going to be an issue for your next job. Okay, I'm going to fill you in with gold. And I see one more. Let me make sure that I've got everybody. Okay. Okay, a request for the soles of your feet. The request actually is about burned feet, but I'm going to do a healing for everybody's feet. To the person that requested this, you've got an issue with your foot chakras. They're, I'm going to do a little work on them. They're not recovering. Yeah, they weren't. The foot chakras weren't really spinning very much. So I'm working on them and getting them spinning, and that's going to help actually heal the foot. You know, you also have a past life that's lit up too. That's probably more of what is going on. And I see you as a large man in this past life, a nomad, and having walked a lot barefoot. And you have very weathered feet that I'm seeing in this past life. Very, very like cracked and sore. I'm going to help you clear that past life. Okay. I'm going to bring some gold into your foot chakras now. All right. I'm going to fill that in. Okay. I think that covers everybody and all the questions. Let me go ahead and close out with this part. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this seek and you will find tonight be complete. Amen. Good job, everyone. I have a couple of things I want to talk to you about, upcoming classes. Just hang on one second here while I get my calendar. As I was saying earlier, my women's intuition class this month is on running energy. And you know me, I get so excited about meditating, all that kind of stuff. We're going to take the whole class and really learn how to run energy, and it's going to be a great clean out. So please join me for that. And then next week we have a healing in the sanctuary, and that's going to be on your memory. Let's hope I can remember to get to it. And then we have Female Fridays coming up. And I wrote down the wrong topic. It's, I have the wrong topic on my calendar right now. So anyway, Female Fridays, I'm drawing a blank. Sorry about that. Okay. And then we have another healing at the end of the month called Get Up and Go. But I want to talk to you about my monthly special. I'm doing angel readings, and I am having so much fun doing them. The angels are amazing. What I'm doing, or what my picture of the monthly special is to set you up with an angel that's already been working with you, but to give you communication about who they are, how they're helping you, and what they want to work with you on. and the healings are amazing. And I just wanted to pass that on to you. So that's what the monthly special is. If you would like to meet one of your angels and get set up with them kind of in a similar capacity to like a healing master, because what I'm finding is all of these angels have like all kinds of things they want to work on with the people that I'm reading. And it kind of is turning out to be more of like a healing master type of agreement. So you can use your angels to get healings. All right. I guess that's it. I think I'm all talked out for the night, believe it or not. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in our Healing on Memory next week. All right. I got my eyes on you. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. Bye-bye.